The Cavani String Quartet was formed in 1984 by a group of college students who had a similar love of playing string quartets and playing chamber music, and we loved the idea of kind of joining together and having an adventure. My name is Annie Fillard. I am a violinist, and I'm very, very lucky to have been a member of the Cavani String Quartet for more than 35 years now. In the first 10 years and then the second 25 years was the same for individuals. Kirsten Doctor on viola and Mari Sato joined on violin, and myself and Mary Peckham. And now we have the third permutation of the Cavani Quartet.
I started in 2019 with the Cavani Quartet, and it was a dream come true because I grew up around them. And so from a young kid, I was constantly trying to be one of them.
This is, I guess, my third year. I started in 2019, so it's been a wild few years.
I studied with the Cavani Quartet. I've known them since I was a kid. And so the idea of joining them was, it was a no-brainer.
I think the camera crew would like to film us going into the
It's a little dance for you!
Beethoven's 250th anniversary of his birth was 2020, and we had an idea to correlate performing all the Beethoven quartets, plus trying to illuminate Beethoven's revolutionary side. So we wanted to also feature a living composer because we have not yet fully integrated the Western European traditional canon of classical music with composers of different cultures, different races, and that is, it must happen.
In the final concert, we did commission 2 works, one by a student, Kamari Dodson-Poindexter, who's a student at Ohio University in Athens, Ohio. We commissioned him to write a work for us and Ronald Crutcher, which we performed at Severance Hall.
For the project, I think Ron was a pretty vital figure. He collaborated with us on Kamari's quintet, which was great. There's no better way to get to know someone than to play music with them.
Well, everybody, this is Kamari.
Yeah,
Josh Henderson, who I think you guys have done some zooming.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Zoom-a-looming.
Hey, Ryan. How's it going? Good to see you.
This is Dr. Ronald Crutcher. How do you like to be addressed?
Ron Crutcher is fine.
Ron Crutcher, who is our guest speaker, guest artist.
Kamari was this really brilliant student from CSA that he's finishing his freshman year at Ohio University.
He is a cellist and a composer. He is the freshest new generation of professional musician there is.
How's that feel the first time hearing your piece?
No, it sounds good, but yeah.
No, I mean, we have a lot of stuff to do. Tempos? Thoughts on tempo, maybe, to start with?
I felt like the tempo was good. It sounds slow, though.
Hey, how are you? You're back there somewhere in the thong. Okay, I need you guys to pass down the row. When Eric starts to tune, we're going to play Happy Birthday.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
When Eric starts to tune, can you pass that down? Perfectly in tune.
You're all 1 day late, but that's okay.
Okay. So the Beethoven cycle is a thing. It's a rite of passage for string quartet performers. Each one of these 16 quartets are just their masterpieces.
I don't know if I've told the quartet this, but I'd say I've played 3 of his full quartets, and there's a lot more than 3 that he wrote.
We did the equivalent of performing all of the plays of Shakespeare and then intertwining them with plays by living composers of color. And then we wanted to include different generations. High school age students who may not have encountered this music, and we're going to work on it together.
It was quite ambitious, so we needed the support of the programs and the program directors.
I can't say enough great things about our 4 musical directors. To run as amazing programs as they do, one has to be kind of an amazing person, right?
I think that any time that students have exposure to professionals that are doing it and can hear the excitement in their voice when they, as a high school student, take a risk and to get that positive feedback, it's kind of like a golden thread.
It's like a joy to work with people who have the same high expectations that I do for my students.
Big round of applause for your teachers! Woo-hoo!
So, yeah, go ahead.
From violin 1 and 2, can we have the same volume from 93 to 95?
So what we're not hearing is the second violin.
Okay.
We met Kamari the year before the Beethoven project because he was part of a quartet that was at the Cleveland School of the Arts. And CSA was actually one of the schools that participated in the Beyond Beethoven project ultimately.
Kamari can't be more than 19 years old, maybe 20 at the most. Is this his world premiere?
Is that better?
Yeah, that's a bit better.
Severance Hall is like a magical space where the sound in there, just every single sound kind of glows and blossoms. The hall is one of the members of the group in a way. It was a huge learning curve for the students.
Conceiving of a project like this and even just setting up the stands for that many people is pretty overwhelming. But when everyone got there, as the busloads started to come in, as students started to meet that had never met before between the 4 different schools, when the orchestra directors saw each other, hadn't seen each other for years probably because of the COVID pandemic, we were just really proud to be the initiators of a project like this.
That culmination of the project in Severance was a pretty resounding success for having that time together.
Because I was like thinking, Annie, you're crazy. There's no way this is gonna stay together. And yet it was just absolutely glorious. Well, it was a really wonderful experience for the students.
It was magical. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The greatest catalyst for getting people together is art, especially music, because there are no words. You're just expressing to each other.
The communication, the sharing of oneself, the receiving, and really connecting and letting go of the ego so that you can coalesce into this unified vision. I think that's what chamber music is all about.
And I think this project was a great display of that because you have Beethoven, but then you're also showing, the beyond Beethoven, essentially, which is layering it with these amazing composers who are keeping the music alive in ways that excites audiences, excites students, and excites us as performers as well.
And that was part of this whole, just reaching out to these students and being with them where they were, not trying to put something on them, but just saying, hey, we're all in this together. We're working on this piece together.